The new year is pretty much here, and just like you, I'm trying to make sure that 2021 is productive, happy, and a lot better than 2020 was. Now, of course, we can never predict the unknown, but we can do our best to get polished and ready to have a great year. And this video is all about making sure that you have a productive year as a mom. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get really into productivity and trying to figure out how to make systems better and make things work for me. And a lot of the advice out there is amazing and great, but I'm always trying to revamp it and make it work for me as a mom. Because a lot of the time, some of the people that I go to don't have any children. So I wanted to create this list for you that I will be using for the new year to help make sure that I have the most productive life as a mom. And I hope that these tips and tricks can help you as well. So keep watching. Hi fam, I'm so glad to see you back for another video. To all the people who are subscribed, and to any new faces, hi, my name is Brittany Kelly, and this channel is all about trying to achieve that supermom lifestyle. We talk about parenting, pregnancy, postpartum, early education, family lifestyle, and motivation, and so much more. So join the family by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the video content. A lot could be very valuable to you. Speaking of value, let's go ahead and get right into this subject, all about our mommy productivity and how we can kill it in 2021. Declutter and organize your home. Now, this is pretty much a no-brainer. It is always best to refresh and reset your home for the new year. If you're going to implement anything new and exciting in your life, it should be on a clean slate in your home. One of the things that I've noticed as a mom is that a lot of the decluttering and organizing tips and tricks are not always so easy to implement when you have a family of very small children. So for instance, I tried to do the Maricon method one year. It was a disaster. As much as it was really cute to see if something sparked joy or not for me, really taking out every single article of clothing around the house and putting it in one area just led to my children jumping into piles of clothes, making more of a mess. It was really difficult. I tried to do a lot of the sorting at night. It ended up with me being up all night trying to do it. I was exhausted. It just wasn't the best method for me as a mom of children who were toddlers. So because of that, this year I know better, and I will not be using that method as my organizer. Instead, I'm going to be using a bowl full of lemons challenge for organizing your home for 2021. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below so that you're able to see the challenge and join me if you want to. But I think it's a better method for a parent because you kind of go by room by room for the week. So it just makes more sense. We have so much on our plates and we have daily cleaning that we have to do on top of our organization. So to me, this is much more doable. And like I said, this is the mom edition of being productive for 2021. So we want to keep that in mind. And once you completely organize your home for the new year, you do not want those kids messing it up, or that husband if he's not the type to clean up. So you really need to get your family involved in the daily upkeep. Do something like, say, resetting the room before you leave. Make that everybody's responsibility, that every time they leave the room, they reset it for the next person or for use in the future. I think that's something that makes everyone feel like they're contributing to the family, and also take some of the work off of you. Every single day, you shouldn't have to be the only person cleaning up and making sure that everything's good. So once you've done this work, make sure that everyone else is getting involved. Okay, and this is a big one. Decompress. Burning out is not cute and it's not productive. So you need to do something every day at the end of the day to help you decompress. I was reading something about Viola Davis recently that she and her husband take nightly baths together where they talk and just relax, and I'm just like, oh, I idea. I had to jot that down. But whatever it is that makes you feel good at the end of the night, implement it, make it a priority, don't give it up, don't let them take it away. Get a planner and keep it close. Whether your planner is going to be digital or physical, I have a physical one from Passionate Penny Pincher. I think that's her name. I found her on Instagram. It's a really cool planner, and I can't wait to use it for this year. But having a planner helps you keep all of your ideas and appointments and events out of your head and on to something else to store so that your mind is free for actually doing focused work during the day. And make sure to keep that planner close by checking it at least twice a day. Or what you can do is, if you're using a physical planner, you can also incorporate digital alarms, or you can use your physical planner as a reference for your digital calendar or your Google Calendar, whichever you prefer. I like to have both, and I will definitely sit down and make little alarms based on what I see as what I need to get done for that day. And I'll put those alarms in my phone, or I'll tell one of my Amazon Alexa devices what I need them to remind me of or set an alarm for, and that helps me out a lot with keeping things organized and knowing where and what time to do things. Reevaluate your routines for your family. Having a family is like running a small corporation. Everyone has their own agenda, their own responsibilities and events, and they also have collective ones as a family. So it is important to reevaluate each family member's routines so that you, as the center person in your family, knows what everyone needs and how you can be of assistance by making sure there's a family calendar, and things like having a family meeting once a week is something really good to implement for this year, just to make sure that everybody is on the right page, on the same page, and communicating each person's needs and what they need to get done for that week. Even if you have small children, just get them used to having a family meeting, get them used to speaking to the things that they need, advocating for themselves within their family, and I think that will help everybody just have a more seamless, happy household. Eat and exercise for energy. Now, we all know that energy is key to being a good parent. You really need to have all the energy in the world, and it seems like you never have enough. And as soon as you wake up, a lot of moms need to grab that cup of coffee or tea or something to get them energized to take on the day. Well, one of the things that you can do is eat foods that help power that energy, help reserve your energy, as well as exercise. We all know that exercise over a long period of time can help improve your energy levels. In the beginning, it's tough. It actually makes you feel a little bit tired in the beginning, but once your body starts to get used to it, you'll get out of that sedentary lifestyle and be ready to do more, and you'll be happier from the endorphins, as well as not eating a lot of heavy foods or always eating throughout the day. I call it grazing. Not just me, some other people call it grazing, but grazing can really take away from your energy because digestion actually takes up a lot of energy in your body. So if you're constantly grazing and stuff, you actually are working against your own energy reserves. I'm always joking around saying I don't eat snacks. Unless I'm pregnant, I am not into eating snacks, okay? I am not a toddler. I'm not. So and I kind of feel like one if I constantly need to grab and nibble. Now, of course, everyone is different, but to me, it kind of gets in the way. So my tip to you is to definitely be mindful about this and how eating can get in the way of your energy, whether it's by physically eating all of the time and being not as productive as you could be, or by eating foods that really make you sluggish, like having very heavy foods in the beginning of the morning can kind of like slow you down, give you the itis. So definitely be mindful of this for your 2021 so you have a productive year. Wake up an hour earlier. Now, if you already wake up at 4:30, I'm not going to necessarily tell you to wake up at 3:30, although I have done that in my life to get things done. okay? It happens. But if you are waking up at, let's say, 7 and you have kids, honey, I don't know. It does depend on what time your family wakes up. But I think that it is pretty good to go ahead and get up an hour earlier, especially if you're gonna get up before your kids so that you can get set for the day, so you can feel good. I think it's really important to have that early start. I follow this Instagram account called Before 5 a.m. and I think that it's amazing and very inspirational. And the data shows that people do feel more productive when they are able to get up earlier or get up before the kids. So I implore you, get up an hour earlier, set that alarm, go to bed early, you know the drill. Create freezer meals. Come on, moms, you have to get into the meal planning. It really helps. Having to cook dinner, breakfast, lunch every single day, and the kids are going to want snacks too, especially if they're home, is very time consuming. It is in your best interest for you to be productive to actually have some freezer meals already set up so that you're able to just kind of plop them in the Instapot or your crock pot or in the oven and go on with your day so that you're not constantly cooking and you can get to some of your other passion projects or work. Delegate responsibilities. You should not do it all. Let me say that again. You should not do it all. Give your family members a responsibility. Even toddlers can have chores that are age appropriate because it helps them to feel responsible, independent. They also get a boost of confidence because they're contributing to the family. I remember one time I gave my daughter, who was 4 at the time, the responsibility of cleaning. Actually, she was 3, and I gave her the responsibility of wiping out the bathroom sinks at night. And her brother, who was 5, went to do it before she did because he just likes to be really helpful because that's his love language, acts of service. She was not pleased. That was her responsibility. She did not want him doing it. He needed to do his chores. So she took a lot of pride in that, even though she was only 3 years old. So definitely get everyone involved. Even these small tasks at first are very time consuming because you have to teach them, but give it like 2 weeks of you really pouring into your family member employees. And after that, you should be good to go, and then kind of check in with them here and there later on. But it should be a really great investment of time up front that will be just returning on that investment later on. Create your like-minded tribe of moms. Now, this is so important because social norms help push forward our habits, whether they're good or bad. So if you can get together with a small group of friends or however many and really talk about being productive this year or setting challenges with one another to help keep each other inspired and motivated, that's going to help you tremendously, whether it's to have certain business goals or certain goals with your family or just trying to balance things or just checking in. Definitely have your tribe together. As women, we actually express oxytocin when we are around each other. This is a very bonding thing, so we kind of need that for our mental health and just feeling good and never really, getting too burnt out or no longer enjoying the task of motherhood because it can be very daunting. So definitely having your tribe together is really important. Make that a priority for this year. Now, I love my community right here on my channel because I get to talk to so many like-minded mothers, and you guys keep me so inspired and you say the greatest things, the nicest stuff. So I love this community and tribe, and if you're not a part of it already, if you didn't hit subscribe earlier, definitely hit it now. Do 1 load of laundry a day. Now, up front, that may sound like a lot of work, but it's so much more time consuming to let all of those clothes pile up, and then you have to wash them like once a week, and you have a lot of family members. I mean, here there are 4 children and 3 adults because my grandmother is here too, so it's a lot, and I cannot wait until the end of the week to do the laundry. Otherwise, it's going to take hours and hours that I could be spending with my children. But if I take a load of laundry downstairs when I'm getting ready to exercise, put it in the washing machine, by the time I'm done my exercise and, you know, just getting ready for the day, it's time to put it in the dryer, and then towards the end of the day, I can just fold everything. And it's a small load because I do it daily. So much more productive. Do a load a day. Pick one new habit for yourself. So you need to have something that is yours and only yours. It has nothing to do with the family. My thing before was Muay Thai. That has nothing to do with my children, nothing to do with Jeremy. It just had to do with me. And that was very fulfilling. It's important to pick a new habit, something that makes you feel good, and then pair it with something that you already like. So you have a reward if it's a task that is a little more daunting. For instance, with me, with working out, right? That is very daunting. I kind of didn't want to do it, but I paired it with the fact that I wanted to be more social and go out. So at that time, I would go to actual classes and I would interact with people, and it started to feel like I was going out and hanging out because I would talk to people afterwards. And this is coming from me from stay-at-home mom, you know, view. I'm always home and everything. So I want to be with other people, other adults. So that kind of like helped me a lot, like pairing socializing with the workout, just like boosted it and made it something that I wanted to do all the time. I totally miss it. I can't wait to do it again. But definitely do something like that for yourself. Pair your new task, if it is something that's hard but it is beneficial to you long term, with something else that you like for instance, I want to tidy every day, but I really like lighting a candle, so I wait until I've finished tidying so that I can light my candle. It feels like a reward, and it's already something that I do, so it makes it easier to have more things accomplished in 2021. I just really hope that you're gonna have an amazing, productive, wonderful 2021. Comment in the comment section below what are your goals that you have for 2021. For me, it's definitely growing this channel and growing my community here and really connecting with you guys, because I truly enjoy this. So I will see you in another video and in the new year.